Hi, welcome to Intuitive Moon Tarot. My name is Jen, and I'm going to be doing your general love reading today for the sign of Gemini. So I, like a moth to a flame, I'm a Pisces, and one of my fish absolutely does not get along with one of your twins, but it doesn't make any difference. Like I said, it's like a moth to a flame. So I just love you guys and your brilliant mind. I want to let you know right up front that these are general readings. So I can't guarantee that every general reading will resonate with every Gemini every time. I feel very blessed and grateful to have been given this gift and to be able to share this with you. So I don't argue with the universe and I don't make demands on the universe. I just graciously and humbly accept whatever messages they give me. I can't control what messages are given, and I also can't control who they're meant for. So if this is not resonating with you, I truly believe that if you stumbled upon me and were drawn to me in one way or another, that isn't by chance, that those things are fated, and I will have a message for you at some point in time. So please subscribe to my channel, and whenever you feel, when you see a video that's uploaded and you feel inspired to watch it, then that's probably your cue that that's your message. Hopefully we can get something meant for you today. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to do a you versus them, so I'm going to try to pull energies for both parties and just kind of get some insight into what's going on. These messages are usually for soulmate or twin flame connections. That doesn't have to be a current partner, but it can be. It can also be the one that got away. It can be an ex. Anyone that you feel that you've had a really strong soul connection to. That's usually what I get here. So all that being said, let's get started. Please, universe, please, tarot. What information can you give me? Ooh. Right off the bat, we have, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. You could have fire in your chart. Let's see what else we've got here. What information can you give me on the second party in this situation? What information can you give me on the first party in this connection? Okay. Information can you give me on the second party? So far, I am seeing some, oh wow. Okay, I am seeing somebody that we have been, a knight here, and knights are always forward movement. They're, this is always an action-oriented type of an energy. But I do see somebody that just reacted or either has or wants to just come rushing in. This is a very passionate, very act now, think later, very, passionate, ready to get started type of energy. But I do see that there are going to be some like hurdles and obstacles. And I also see here we have the Death card. So the Death card usually talks about something coming to an end and a new beginning. You do see here in the card, you can see that he doesn't matter. It's just an energy. All men and women have masculine and feminine energy, so don't get hung up on, the imagery or the sexes in the card. But what I'm seeing here is she is being, brought back to life, and it's like a major transformation. That's why you see the butterflies there. So maybe there is something. And then over here we have the star, and the star talks about transformation. This is a major type of a transformation. Also, I see her trying to balance out emotions, trying to get grounded. But I see that there's just something so alluring about you. It's kind of like I said, the moth to the flame. Yeah. The second energy, what else can you tell me? All right, so what I see here, thanks for being patient with me. I'm just trying to make sure I get the full story before I start rambling off. somebody, this first party over here, is incredibly passionate about this second party. It's just like they are just drawn to you like a moth to a flame, and they just want to come charging forward towards you. This other party is kind of like the ultimate fulfillment, the second party for the first party. So whoever it is that's over here on this side, they are like the ultimate fulfillment. I feel like this first party over here is kind of going through some kind of a major transformation. And I do see here that they're just not, they're not being in reality. I mean, they look at you like you're just the star of their universe, your emotional fulfillment, you know, it's just like you've probably been giving a lot to this other party. If this is you, of course, just go with whichever side resonates. I don't see a lot of air energy on either side here. So maybe right now you guys are, you know, it's like your other twin is taking hold and you are focusing solely on your emotions, your passions, your desires, as opposed to your intellect, which that can sometimes get you in trouble. So we want to have, and that's what I'm seeing, is like a need for balance here. Like we need to balance out all of this fiery passion, and we need to find something that's feasible and grounded and long-term. So I just see this other person has been far too caught up in their illusions, in their daydreams, and yeah, it's like, okay, it just came to me. So this person is daydreaming about bringing you and your emotion and your love and what you had for them back to life and charging forward with a new passionate beginning. Or you are daydreaming. You can go either way, so just go with whichever side resonates. There's a lot of cross-watchers that confuse the energy. I can't say for sure who's who, so just go with whichever side resonates with you. But somebody here, this first party, has been daydreaming and all caught up in their fantasies and their illusions and their head about bringing you and this situation, which has been dead. Whatever you guys had in the past, it's dead. Even if you're still physically together, the initial connection that the two of you had has gone through some kind of a death and a transformation. But this person is wanting to bring that back to life. They're wanting to transform this connection, and they're wanting to passionately run back forward. But my warning to you, even though I know that's very flattering, or if you're wanting to do this to the other person, I know that's very exciting and romantic, but I do see that there's not a lot of, the person hasn't really foreseen all of the consequences. The other person, I just see trying to balance out the emotions with the logic, and yeah, so you see here, it's like bringing this energy back to life, and I see butterflies, which always tells me transformation. And then it's funny, like the butterflies, lead right to here, and here this energy is having been brought to life and transformed, earned their wings, but they're just trying to find and seek balance here with this passion. They're trying to balance out their emotions. But yeah, if you're dealing with somebody that you are disconnected from or separated from, and of course this won't resonate with everybody, so but if this sounds like your story, what I'm seeing here is this other person is spending a lot of time daydreaming, or has been daydreaming about bringing you and your feelings and your emotions and your your love for them back to life. It's like they're wanting you to kind of go through this transformation, bring you back to life. But everything I'm seeing here is you need to balance this out. So even if they come back, they're coming back with this very fast moving, fiery energy, and and passion. Passion is a really beautiful emotion and feeling, right? But it needs to be balanced out with intellect and was something that's grounded and feasible for the long term. So I do kind of see there's a possibility for a passionate new beginning, a transformation in this connection, and a love offering. I do see this other person kind of seeing you as, it's kind of like they've set you aside from everybody else, like you're their dream girl. So this is beautiful. I really like this reading. I'm going to get one last card here. I'm trying to shorten these because I'm a rambler. And I get so many messages and I just try to find one storyline that I think is needed the most. I also see that this person, another storyline I'm getting, sorry to do this to you last minute for those of you that are all psyched, but I do see one party coming back with this passionate new beginning, finding you, offering you their cup of love, wanting to reconcile with you, and you just dumping that cup right on that passionate offer there and saying, nope, you know what? I've gone through a major transformation since whatever happened between us. And I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to be taking that cup and dumping out the fire. This passion to me, I'm done with something that is just passionate and rocky and difficult. You know, I have had a new beginning and an awakening, but that's not to reconnect with you. That's for me to go on my own path. I'm trying to find balance in my life and my emotions. This person may also be coming back slightly guarded. It's like they're passionate, but where it's important in their heart space, that's still kind of guarded. And they're still kind of delusional about this connection. There could possibly be some toxicity. There could possibly be some drug or alcohol abuse here, either now or in the past, or just some kind of addiction or toxicity or something. Please give me some final information here for this first energy. Deceit. So yeah, this person may have been deceitful and dishonest with you in the past about whatever this toxicity is here, whether they had some kind of an addiction problem and they were kind of ducking and dodging and hiding and being secretive or deceptive. They could have had somebody else. I don't know what it was, but I do see that they're, even if they are coming back, they may not be being fully genuine and honest. It's just like they're just having this renewed passion. They just want back what they had with you, the fulfillment that you offered, or you want this with them and you're coming back to them, however it resonates. So it's hard for me to switch back and forth on storylines. So just, go with me here. But I do see this person has set you aside from everybody else. Like you are the star of their universe. You are their emotional fulfillment. They want to offer you some kind of love, and you might just kind of rain on their parade. Maybe it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to completely decline the offer, but maybe you're going to say, whoa, slow it down. There needs to be some balance here. You can't just come charging back in my life all passionate. What about all this deception that's been going on? Let's not forget. We need to find some balance here. I need some time to think about this. That could be a possibility as well. What information can you give me about this second party? Conclusion. Yeah, okay, so this says, chapter 1 and the end, and it talks about, a story coming to an end. But it also talks about the possibility of jumping to conclusions and, not fully understanding the other person and what they were going through. This other person may have even had a transformation. They may have been deceptive in the past and having some kind of toxicity or just not being really in reality. And then they went through a personal transformation and now they're coming back, passionate and ready for a new beginning. But you also are going through your own type of transformation and refilling your own cup, and you just don't know if you want to deal with that again. And so you're kind of wrapping this up and saying, you know what, I think this is the end. Or maybe you have jumped to conclusions based off of their past deceit, but they've had a reawakening and a transformation. And it's saying, hey, don't be so quick to jump to conclusions here. You know, people have the ability to change to an extent. And that is somebody, people don't change in one day just because something horrible happened and they called you desperately crying and begging and apologizing. That doesn't give enough time for change. Change does take time. It takes time alone, reevaluation, work, commitment, and they need to be inspired on their own accord to have any sort of change. But that's what I'm seeing here. I hope that resonates with somebody. I will read a little bit about this conclusion and deceit card for you, just for some final insight. It says, conclusion, this is the time of endings and new beginnings. Drawing this symbol indicates that you have come to the end of some experience in your life and are about to enter a new one. So that's this transformation. She's transforming. Don't resist the conclusion, for endings are important experiences and will help you build a stronger foundation for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get all the facts before you draw a conclusion about someone. You can't know the whole story if you haven't read to the end. Remain open even when an ending is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. And that's what I see here. It's like the new beginnings, the new offerings of love, the transformation, right? So I just see that whoever this is on the second party is regaining some balance in their life. They're putting old things that were toxic and unhealthy to them to an end. They've gone through some kind of an awakening and a new beginning. I also see that this person may have possibly been trying to manifest or sending out to the universe that they wanted a reconnection. They wanted something grounded and balanced, like they were wishing and hoping for that, and the universe provided it, and now they're just trying to balance out how to handle that, because it's like, oh wow, so now here they are with this passionate new offer, and wait a minute here. So yeah, there could have possibly been an ending based on some deception. You know, this other person may have not really been fully in touch with reality, may have had some addiction issues. And that could be addiction to food. That could be addiction to attention. That could be addiction to drama or unhealthy situations. It doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol. But I just see this person was kind of struggling with being fully in touch with reality, whoever that is. I do see, though, that you also were a fantasy, a star, something that almost unreachable for them. Or maybe, yeah. And there was some, now they just want to bring this back to life, make a passionate new offer, come back to you. They, you know, you're the star for them. You're the star of their universe. And there's this cup of love that's being offered. And you are just trying to, you're like putting out, either you could be putting out the fire, like maybe there was something, you know, just things blew up between the two of you and things got way out of control. And now you're trying to put out that fire and find some balance and get grounded and make a decision when you're in a well-balanced, stable place after you've gone through your transformation. That's another story. So I get so much flooding at once. I apologize if I'm talking fast. I just have lots of readings to get through in a short time to make sure everyone receives their messages today. So, and I'm getting a lot of This has to be renewed, because as soon as I started doing this reading, I just started feeling energized and kind of riled up. And so I just feel like something is coming back to life. And if this person isn't actually, if they don't actually contact you, or if you don't actually contact them, there's a desire for that. There's a passion within this person, but Knights are usually action oriented. So a lot of times, but then again, the Seven of Cups talks about not really putting the action in, just daydreaming all the time. So they may be daydreaming about bringing something back to life. and they may have the desire to come back with a new passionate offer. Whether they actually do or not, I don't know. They might be afraid that if they offer you their cup of love, you'll take it and put out their fire and that you're done. And so they're holding back because of their past deception. That could also be happening. So I'm not certain if they'll contact you or not. If you want more information that's more specific to you, more answers, you can always reach out to me for a private reading. For the rest of you, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Give me some feedback about if this was resonating with you, and tell me a little bit about your story. I love to hear from you guys and hear what's going on with you. So I appreciate you. Thanks for joining me, and love and light.